Here's why meta decks can't beat Noivern EX. With its covert flight attack and dominating echo, you cover a lot of ground. The first being able to prevent all damage done to it by basic Pokemon, and the latter being able to prevent them from playing special energy or stadium cards. And that's super important. Think about the top tier decks right now. You have Gardevoir, you have Lugia, Mew, Tinkaton, Lost Box, Arceus. All of them, this card can deal with quite comfortably. Now, Lost Box is easy. Covert Flight Keep, there's the only Pokemon in play, and if they don't have any evolution Pokemon, you auto win. But for all the other decks, it's Path to the Peak. Because of that dominating echo attack, it's going to be extremely difficult for your opponent to counter it because they can't play any stadium cards. Meaning the only way to counter the Path to the Peak is to either play a Lost Vacuum or to play a Worker. And with not many decks, apart from let's say Mew playing Lost Vacuum and Lost Box, which by the way, Lost Boxes doesn't matter, you're not trying to path them, you're trying to prevent them from attacking you, then you just shut a lot of them down immediately. And right now in the format, there's not many people taking this into account, so this is the prime time to take advantage and get in there before people start playing a bunch of Lost Vacuums. Now, because Mew tends to play a high Lost Vacuum count to counter Path, we are going to throw a Spiritomb in here as well, just to make sure that one's kept in check too. Here's the full list on screen for you right now. I am absolutely buzzing for this one because I have a great time disrupting my opponent, especially Lost Box. So without further ado, let's get going. Before we begin, I'd like to thank the sponsor of the channel, ptcgl store, where you can buy codes with 5% off using a discount code FTW. It's a way to support the channel whilst getting something in return, so why not? Now, with that said, let's get going. We're playing Lost Box, so we have a very simple strategy here, but it needs to happen. So we're just going to get a basic energy here. I think we are going to bench another Noibat and also get ourselves a Bidoof, and that's all we ultimately need. What I'm worried about, of course, is a situation where they can cram our active Noibat. We don't want that. It could happen, but it's fine. And then I also need to draw cards for the time being. Effectively, as long as I don't bench enough Pokemon for them to take to 6 prizes from here, assuming this isn't the Tina one. If it's Tina, it's a bit more different. Then we can go ahead and just wall them completely, right? Use our attack, make sure it's the only Pokemon in play so they can't gust around it. And then from there, they can't do any. That's the situation we're looking at here. If it's Tina though, it's a bit of a different one because they do bypass a lot of our stuff, really. You know, Path to the Peak doesn't bother Tina, so the only real counter to this deck is Tina, and Tina is kind of being underutilized. It's only being really seen in Arceus, and if you counter Arceus, then a lot of the times Tina might not be able to even get going with that kind of deck. Nonetheless, Tina is the one that is really able to kind of fight this Noibat and, you know, not really get bothered by it. But, you know, again, that's that, right? So you're always going to have one bogey deck, right? That's always the case, unless you're Lost Box. Nonetheless, the only bogey in that is your skill. Let's bring up a Noibat. That's fine. If they want to go ahead and get to 4, take a KO, they can do it on the Noibat. We just need to then get a Bibarel and then just start Noibatting for the rest of the game. And sorry, Noiverning for the rest of the game, and that's going to be it. They did just pass on us, so that's kind of good actually. And we do get that. Hello. So maybe I just Ultra Ball here for a Noiver. Just go, yep, that's it. We're good. Honestly, I can't argue with that. I think I can risk it for a biscuit. I think I can Ultra Ball here. Yeah, let's go for it. I can Ultra Ball for a Bibarel. I will get a Noiver. Come on, of course I will. I'll even be able to judge them, you know? Let's go, bro. We get 2 Noiverns. We are talking. I know it's a bit greedy of me, but I'm confident. Okay, maybe not. Bro, why does nothing go my way? It's actually kind of comedic. Well, in that case, I am going to throw a Path down and play my Energy Search and get myself a Psychic Energy so I can retreat next turn, and hopefully then we can actually, you know, play. I'm actually going to boss here as well because I just want to thin my hand down as much as possible. Yes, I know I should have got the Noivern, but come on, man. Do you really expect that kind of draw come off it? Nonetheless, if they do, actually, no. No, that's it. If they do Gust KO this Noibat, then we just have it. So, to be fair, if they KO the active Noibat, then maybe not. But if they actually Gust KO the benched one, it actually is better for us. But I don't think they are going to do that just yet, at least. They are going to go for a Flower Selecting, get themselves a Fog Crystal out of the way. Actually, no, they didn't get themselves a Fog Crystal. They got rid of one, silly. They are going to pass. Okay, now, this is most likely the Tina. Oh, hello, look at that top deck. That's kind of good. But are you telling me that was the top? Huh? Okay, Professor's Research. Let's just get ourselves our even then, there's no Noivern. Are you telling me I have to bench this Skwovet just to play? Excuse me, my friend. That's an outrageous statement to make. I'm going to Nest Dash. I have to, unfortunately. Still not enough to allow them to... Oh my god, bro, it's always the one card off. I would be furious if that actually meant, you know, I lost the game. I would have been absolutely outrageous. ptcgl, sort your life out. Okay, let's go for a covert flight, and now we cannot get hit. That's fine. Take a prize prize card there, baby. So they're going to go for a flower selecting now, and they are going to get rid of a Pokegear. Cora's Experiment coming down, and they're going to get rid of a Roxanne and a VIP pass. A Jet Energy coming into play for the Cram. I don't think they're realizing, though, they cannot hit me right now. They just can't. They're going to spin instantly, and we are walled off, baby. You can't do nothing to me. Let's go. I love it. Love it. Okay, Iono top deck as well. That's a pretty good juicer. I will throw down a Psychic here. I'm not going to bench anything else. I'm not going to mess about. Maybe I can be a little bit... I know I'm being greedy here, but if I can find a Judge, that might be better. Let's go for a Nest Dash. I want to get it. It's a risky maneuver. Raihan, yeah, maybe not the right call. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. We got the Iono anyway, so, you know, never punished. Actually, it might be better to get rid of Comfy. I think we Gust KO Comfy. I'm going to run it. Let's go. Let's run it. Let's test this out. See how it goes for us. That's another single prize there for us. That's good. They attach a Basic Energy on that Sableye and get any Comfy. That's a cross switcher? Huh? Okay, fine. Are they at the Lost Zone situation? No, they're not at Sableye position just yet. They can do this one flower selecting and then Coal Res, and that'll bring him to 9, which means that Gust on the Comfy was actually a good call. Huh? They are now at the Magic 7, and a Raihan coming into... Raihan? Oh my god, what can they do with that? Well, they definitely can't Sableye this turn, so that's good. They're going to go ahead and get energy on that Comfy, allowing it to retreat into the Cram. They grab something, but of course we don't know what it is. And they're going to retreat into what I expect to be the Cramorant. There we go. And they're going to go for a Spit innocently. Could Iono them? I would like to potentially boss up this Sableye though. That would be kind of fun. That said, it's interesting to see what we need to do here. Top left the Dark Energy. Right, so they're at 7. I do want to disrupt them. I need to think this through now. A Dominating Echo could be the next call here just to KO this Cram. I'd also wouldn't mind being able to just Gust KO that Sableye, but that means we have to find the Gust. Is that something we need, or is that not? Yeah, we have one boss available left. I don't think it's worth it. I think I Iono here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and go for maybe a Dominating Echo. I think that's probably the right call. Okay, path to the Peak research, that's fine. In fact, I am going to Nest Dash here. I do want to dig for the Judges. The Judges are going to super help us. Hello, boss. Cool, Pog. Adjusted incisors, and there's a Judge. So, yeah, I think that was the right idea. Let's go for a Dominating Echo now. I just want to take the prize. We need to take prizes where we can and get ahead of that prize trade. Now, they can hit us with basics, but all they've got is a Sableye for 120, which they're probably going to use anyway to get rid of something like Skwovet this turn, so it doesn't matter. And if they do, it's just a Cram if they are going to go and hit this Noivern. So, you know, ultimately, I think that was a good turn to Dominating Echo. What's good here is their board state. Their board state is terrible, and that's what we want. So even though, you know, they are going to be able to get some swings in here and there, ultimately, their board state is rough. They are going to get Radiant Charizard. Thank God we did that. We can stick the path to the Peak. That's good. And throw a Colress down. I'm so happy about that because Charizard can't do its thing with this stuck in the active. So that's great news. That said, they can Lost Vacuum. Lost Zone does play that. And you never know. They might have found it there with Colress. Let's find out. There's a Pokegear getting a Clara, which is going to be quite important for them. But this will do. They know what we're going to do next. Honestly, could be arguable that you play a Vitality Band in here just for this kind of situation. Huh? They got rid of the Sableye? No shot. Unless they have a switching cart and they just want to get to 10. Oh my god, they weren't at 10. Oh no, they misplayed. I think they might be fine though. I think they probably have a switching cart or something, right? They bench another Sableye. Oh wow, I don't think they figured this. Oh my god, that is rough. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I could boss up this Sableye, but I think the correct play is definitely to go ahead and Judge. Now, our Noivern are 70 HP, meaning we could get a Noivern V down now, right? We could, but I still don't think that's right because they could hold Ultra at some point. You know, there's still that going on. So I think, honestly, Judge and Covert Flight's the best shot. Granted, yes, they can go ahead and Sableye, but they're going to have such a terrible board state, a low card hand. I think we're going to be okay after this. So let's just give that a shout. I think that's what we got to do here. Let's go for a bit Industrious Incisors, see if we get anything worthwhile. Another Judge, so, you know, in case things go south. There's a Covert Flight. Now, of course, they can bounce path to the Peak and get a Charizard down, but we have just judged them to 4, so it's fine. There's our 4th prize card there, Bidoof. Nothing too wild. And, you know, if it does get scary and they start taking surprises, we do have a couple Iono left as well, so we will just outdraw them. Again, it's all about control and tempo, and this is what we want to do. Sableye's come up, and they Roxanne us? Oh my god, no, show me such them into Roxanne. Come off it, man. Jesus. Huh? Oh my god, Roxanne's a lie. They do bounce the stadium. They can not Charizard yet, so that's good at least. They are going to Lost Mine. We now need to hunt for our paths. Now, what they are probably going to do here is, no, what are you doing? Get rid of Bibarel. It means I can't draw. Oh my God, that's such a misplay. What they should have done, okay, it's very simply taken out my Bibarel. Granted, the Charizard wouldn't have been able to Oko us, but I would have been able to draw. If I had a dead hand, I'd be in trouble. But thankfully I don't, so they technically made the right play. But yeah, you know what I mean. Regardless, they should definitely have not done that. That's a judge for us, and we need to find our final path to, no, well, not our final, but we need to find a path to the peak. I do. Okay, how's the price trade working here? I think I can throw another Skwovet down to really maximize the chance of path here. Does make it easier for them to win. But that said, I think that Charizard's too big of a threat to ignore, right? We can't have that running around. We're going to Nest Dash here, and we are going to search for a path to the peak. I'm going to throw an energy down here just for max draw. Please give me a path. I just need a path. Come on. That's the Yikers. I am still going to have to Dominating Echo here, and they are going to be able to take out another Skwovet if they want to next turn. That will actually activate Raihan, which will allow me to find my path. I still think we're okay. That path, still, I think we're fine, right? They can get a Charizard, though, and that's the real problem. So we just have to hope they don't pull it off. Pokegear coming down. That's a Korra's Experiment. All they need to do is bench it, right? They have the Magma Basin. They need a bet. They just need to bench Charizard and get a switch. 2 cards is all they need. It's scary. Maybe I shouldn't have benched the Skwovet. I don't know, man. I needed to really dig for that path there. There's the Colress. Honestly, I'll tell you what, right? I know I could have just done Covert Flight the whole way through, but Sableye could have come in and done some problems. On top of that, though, what I was really concerned about was the fact that, first off, they have things like, oh, we won anyway. Okay, that's fine. I ain't going to explain. All right, see you later. We just smashed Lost Box. I'm just a bit of a worried sod, so it's fine. Easy, bro. I even went the long way around about, you know what I'm saying? I thought they were playing Tina, hence why I was trying to play a bit more cautiously rather than just leave, you know, a 1 Noivern in the active. I was that Dragon Sleeve really threw me off. Okay, here we are going first, which is absolutely wonderful. Let's get a Noibat down, get an energy down, and we also want to make sure that we get ourselves a Bidoof down. We need to be able to draw and be sure that we can attack with Noibat literally next turn. That's the goal. Maybe I should have attached to this one actually, because Noibat does have Noivern has free retreat, but yeah, you just bad it. Let's see what we're up against. Nest Ball coming down, and it's a Rockruff. We're playing like a rock. Funnily enough, I don't think we can counter like rock. What the hell? This is quite funny because this is not a meta deck. I'm on the ladder and I'm like, oh yeah, it'd just be a bunch of meta decks maybe. No, we've got a rogue matchup, so this is going to be interesting. There's a Koraidon coming into play. A Gutsy Pickaxe coming down, finding another Rockruff for them. And I just expect they're going to bench it, of course. They're going to play a switch and go into what I expect to be a Rockruff. Interesting that. Rocky Chestplate coming down on the benched Rockruff, and they're going to pass. Right, well, our Noivern could definitely take this out, so that's good. We've got an Iono. We need to consider things here, so I definitely don't want to Iono them. I like the idea of judging them right now, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bench a Skwovet, get rid of Iono and the energy, find myself a Bibarel here, judge them first, and then Skwovet draw, and hopefully we see enough cards to be able to get Noivern out. It's a bit of a riskier move, but we're going to run it, bro. We're going to run it. Let's go for that and see what we get. Yeah, we get it. After evolving that, let's get the... I was going to say lightning energy. It's a psychic energy. Let's get the psychic energy down. Now, that Arven could be very important next turn because it can find us our EXP share, which is going to be very good for this, what our board state right now. So I don't think I'm going to Skwovet. I think I'm just going to Industrious Incisor, see if we get any love on that. Hey, that's a juicer. So I think from here, there's no bench threat protection or anything down that line. What I can do now, I don't know what stadium they can play that can benefit them, and I think if they have a Koraidon come up, maybe even then, and that's not gonna I think the best move here might have to be a maybe a dominate. Do I go for the Dominating Echo? Let's go for Dominating Echo. Let's just do that for now. It wasn't really necessary. Could have done Covert Flight, but I don't see a basic hitting into us next turn at all, so I think we're fine. There's Path, but it's not gonna matter too much. Actually, to be fair, it would have been nice if we had Path now because it prevents the Koraidon move, assuming they pull it off, because we have just judged them. So yeah, we'll see how this turn goes. There is one fighting on the Rockruff and a Bibarel in play. Bro, we just judged him into a great hand. Lovely. Ultra Ball coming down as well. No energy gone from that Ultra Ball though, so that's good news. There is the Lycanroc EX. What I'm going to need to do is really make use of my boss's orders, because once this swings into us, we need to gust, because yeah, what it does is 140, and if we hit it, we take 10 damage counters, meaning it equals to 240, and then after that, of course, can swing into you. So yeah, it's not an ideal situation. In fact, getting an early hit into that Lycanroc is also quite desirable, so we'll go for that too. They're going to boss us though, speaking of the devil. Okay, this is why I play the one-off switch. These plays are potentially possible, so we got to be wary of that. Ultra Ball coming down, and they are going to be able to get the 2 energy in play. So, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to Gust KO this Lycanroc, oh, sorry, Gust hit this Lycanroc this turn, but that's okay, I guess. They're going to go for a Dinocry now. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to buy a turn here while they go for it, and they're... What are you doing? Why didn't we accelerate to that? What is going on? Okay, fine. I'm going to energy search here and get myself a psychic energy, that's for sure. Throw that down on the bench. Noibat, I have to Arven here to make sure I can be able to pivot, make sure I haven't prized it. We haven't, that's good news. And I can get myself an EXP share from that as well, so that's fine. Let's throw ourselves into Noivern. We'll throw the path down because that does actually prevent Koraidon from going in for another swing, prevents Luminions and stuff, so they could be relying on that. I'm going to Ultra Ball away both of these Donnies and get myself a Noivern EX for now, and then I can just go for an Industrious Incisors. Let's evolve that bad boy and go for Industrious Incisors. As you can see, this is a lot about controlling tempo, right? We just want to make sure we've got the flow of the game going well. We do have Rod, but I don't think that's needed right now. We could Nest Ball for something, maybe another Bidoof. Honestly, I'm not against that, to be fair. Let's throw the Bidoof down. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then we are going to go for Dominating Echo, means they can't bounce the path or anything down that line. Koraidon's not swinging us, so that's okay. I think we're looking good. There's the other Lycanroc EX from hand, and they're going to attach an energy and go for Bibarel. And from that Bibarel, they find a rock chest plate onto this. Is going to be quite difficult, man. And they're going to end their turn. Honestly, I think what I want to do here is actually Gust and hit this. I could also Gust, swing Bibarel. To be fair, I'm completely neglecting the fact that I have free retreat, but I don't know if that affects it. During this Pokemon is damaged by an attack. No. Damn it, it's not an effect on Noivern, it's an effect on Lycanroc. Meaning if I retreat, it doesn't matter. But that said, it does mean the damage we take. Yeah, that actually does matter in some ways, I guess. Regardless, I think we'll put this here. I think a boss swing into Lycanroc here is probably our best bet for now. This Koraidon could be taken down at a later date. You know, I think I'm fine with that. Let's Nest Dash and go for a Industrious Incisors. Just develop our board now. Let's Industrious Incisors here, see what we get. And we get, yeah, there we go. A bunch of unplayable cards. This is why we like the Skwovet. So Dominating Echo for 110. It's very low damage output. We didn't really control regards to bro, what am I on about? We didn't really put too much effort into amplifying damage output because of the fact that we want to take control, and free hit KOs isn't actually unreasonable for this kind of deck. It's all about making sure they can't play and us just going for swings. So yeah, that's the idea. Regardless, they are going to get energy on here, allowing them to retreat and come into this Lycanroc now. Ultra Ball coming down. That's a turbo. So there we are. Dominating Echo did something at least, and a fighting energy. They're going to get themselves another Bidoof, yeah, and throw that bad boy down. Industrious Incisors coming into play here. Arven being played right now. Going to get themselves a pickaxe and a rock chest plate, and they're going to go for the pickaxe, see if they can hit it. They can't. That's good. There comes the rock chest plate on the Bibarel, oddly enough, not on the Koraidon. Okay, and that is a Scary Fangs for 140, meaning we're probably going to have to retreat here to be able to do something. That said, we can, you know, just oh yeah, beautiful. That's great. I was actually looking for that. Let's get the energy on that. We can just swing again. I mean, they still have to KO us in return afterwards, so there's that at least. Let's Nest Dash quickly, throw all this trash to the bottom of the deck and get ourselves a fresh new set of hat. Ooh, juicy. Do I want to do that? I think regardless, I'm gonna have to KO one of these Lycanroc naturally without bossing. I have 2 bosses left, meaning I need to KO this and this with boss's orders. And that said, that's still not a boss KO, is it? This is interesting. This is very interesting. That said, they don't have enough in their hand. I'm gonna Industrious Incisors here because I could boss this up and get a free turn, but no, unfortunately not. There's another Bidoof there. Could judge them. I don't mind judging them. Doesn't matter because they've got Bibarel, but better than research right now with this hand. Let's Bibarel for one more quickly. Okay, so I think a judge might be our best call. Iono gives us 5. Research gets rid of a bunch of cards. Yeah, I want to keep the hand disruption going. So we will judge. And unfortunately, we're going to have to swing into this here. But if we keep moving, keep pivoting, I think we might be pretty solid. Let's go to the fresh one, hit it for a 110, and then we just have to go from there. We are going to take the 100 damage from the Lycanroc. There it is. Nest Ball coming down, and they fail it. Okay. I think I should have just swung into them because I think the way the back and forth goes, I think it might have been better for me to just swing into them there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. That's a heavy ball coming out, probably looking for their other Rockruff because that Nest Ball failed, meaning they definitely prized one. So there's a Rockruff in there. There it is, coming out from the prize cards. Yeah, Rockruff coming down. And they are going to go for their swing. We can, maybe if we get a Dark Energy retreat again, that'd be quite fun. We do. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Again, clear out the trash. See if we can find any useful cards here for the time being. Let's go ahead and get a... Okay, nothing crazy there. Do have 2 industrious incisors on our side as well, so that's pretty cool. Nothing too much. Do I research his hand away? I think I do, bro. I think we're getting close to the end game. Let's just go for that. Again, nothing of great worth. Right. Do we retreat into the fresh one, or do I retreat into... No, that would be a KO. That's a KO. Yikers. This is going to be difficult. Maybe I do swing into them. Ah, man. This is why boss is good, bro. We need boss. Do you know what? For this turn, we'll do that, and then maybe we can hunt for our bosses, and then from there, reset these scary fangs effects, and just go from, go boss KOing effectively. That's what we want to do. Now, the path locking is good. It means they can't take a turn to Koraidon here, and look at their energy. Their energy in play is very slim, so I think the path might go a long way here. I have a feeling we've prized both our bosses as well, because I think I've churned through most of my deck. Yes, I think we're unfortunate. There's another scary fangs coming in, and now we need to boss. Okay, now we need to start bossing, because yeah, the effect is quite dangerous, one would say. Let's go for an S dash and see if we can finally find our boss. If not, we can definitely know it's prized. There's a Spiritomb, and I think that was originally at the bottom of the deck from a while ago, so I think we have gone through our whole deck right now. Yeah, I think we have. Boss is prized. That's a yikers. Let me energy search and just be safe. Let's just be safe with this. Yeah, 2 bosses prized. Oh, God. That's an Iono from us. Yeah. Doesn't matter, really. It's only bringing them to 6, bringing me to 5. It doesn't change much. We're kind of in a rinse and repeat situation here now. Obviously, we're going to retreat to this Noivern because we won't be KO'd by it. It means afterwards we would be, but yeah, at least we've stayed alive as much as possible. Hopefully, from the prizes, we can find at least a boss's orders and then start gusting around. That's what we want to do. Please give me a boss. Come on, some love. Yes. Okay, 1 boss. That's good enough. It means we can gust this for a KO. And then if we get the final boss, we can gust a single prizer, and we would have successfully pivoted around the Lycanroc, which is incredible. Here comes that Lycanroc, the one with 110 on it. A rock chestplate coming down for the bench Rockruff. They cannot use Koraidon because our path lock. They cannot even counter it because of the dominating Echo doing its thing. This is control. That's what I love. I was going to say metal energy. It's a fighting energy coming down on like a rock. Funnily enough, their rock throw does take the KO. So they can rock throw here, which is wild. Ultra Ball coming down. The game is going to speed up dramatically now, by the way. They're going to take a KO. I'm going to take a KO. They're going to take a KO. And then I have to take the final KO. Otherwise, we lose. Look at our HP. We are all on 20. They are KOing every single Pokemon we bring up now. It's in that situation now where it's very dangerous. Here we go. That is a Lycanroc from hand and another Lycanroc onto the bench. That's just incisors. Their last 5 cards there. And that's a rock throw for the first KO for them. We are going to respond. Granted, where are you going? Oh, to this. Okay, sure thing. Thankfully, because they haven't been able to scary fangs for the KO there, we can just swing, but of course, we know we're going for the Koraidon. I have to, okay? Have to get boss from the prize cards. That's the only way we're winning here. Granted, I could boss, and maybe if I have another Noibat, set up another one. That could be a game changer. Let me Super Rod here and get a Noibat back and a Noivern, and we'll also recover a basic darkness energy. We definitely boss. We know that. We're definitely bossing this for the KO. But if I can get a fresh Noibat going, that could be a game changer. Nest Dash, go for it. And we get from there, Raihan. No. Let's go for the Industrious Incisors here and get ourselves an Ultra Ball. That's huge. Massive. We can Ultra Ball a Spiritomb and a path to the peak away, get a Noibat down and throw this energy on it, meaning we could Raihan next turn and get a fresh one. That said, we are going to Bibarel here for some more cards. So odds are we're going to be able to get a fresh one out next turn. Okay. Still not terrible. Nonetheless, that is going to be a dominating Echo to take out this Koraidon. Ultimately, though, if we get a boss here, it is pretty much game. I don't know what else they can do. Boss's orders, come on! Oh, no, this is why we prepared. Next turn, we can come up with a new one. That's pretty much all we got to do and hope that they haven't got boss for game. That's, bro, our last prize card is a boss. No. There's a Gutsy Pickaxe finding a turbo, but they cannot attach it because of dominating Echo, preventing from attaching special energy. Raihan's coming out, though. Uh-oh. If they find a fighting energy? Oh, my God. That means we kind of have to bot. No, I think we'll still be fine with a fresh one. I don't know what they've got here, but this game is so intense, bro. 2 cards left on my opponent. Oh, yikers. I don't like it. They're going to go for the rock throw. Okay, that's cool. We need to boss, but we can't. So from here, yeah, just keep the energy. Why not? Just keep all the energy in play. Have fun with it. I don't know. It makes no difference. Let's promote this Noivern and see what we can do. Okay, come on. Nest Ball at the top. Can I check the deck, please? We've got Noivern in here, and we do have a darkness energy. We can Raihan and get a fresh one out. I think that's what we have to do here. I would love to disrupt them, but I think that's our bet right now is just to go for that. I don't know how we're going to win, though. Oh, my God. I would also like to hand disrupt them, but clearly they don't have enough energy. All they can do is rock throw, I think, from this point on. So I'm going to fail this. I'm just going to burn these Nest Balls now because we don't need them. And then we are just going to Raihan here. We could technically, potentially, set up another fresh one. I'm just saying, we have another Raihan. That said, no, we'd have to be KO'd for that. But hey, the option's there. I mean, we could bench this and, you know, if it gets dicey, retreat to a Skwovet and then go right KO that. And then they only have one prize card remaining. And then we can get another fresh Noibat out. It's likely. Is it worth it though? So we swing into this. We take no damage from it. It could be worth it. Okay, it could be worth it. I am going to bench this Noibat. I don't know if it's... Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. Just that last prize being a boss is so annoying. Regardless, I'm going to retreat into the fresh Noibat and go for another dominating Echo. This would be so different without this attack, right? They would be able to Koraidon Energy back into play. They would have been able to attach double turbo energy, which they clearly do play. The fact that we have locked that off has changed everything. Okay, so they are going to swing into us here, meaning it might actually be worth... Oh, they got the boss. Guys, how close can you get? One card left. Oh, and our last card was the boss. What an incredible game. Wow. If some things went our way, we would have won it, but that's okay. I enjoyed that, man. What a game. Okay, let's hope this is a lost box because, hello? Nest Ball coming down. This is Lugia. Okay, path lock. Let's go. They could bounce it next turn. Them going first is a massive deal, right? Because if they bounce the path next turn, yeah, it's the Yikers because they can pretty much get things going. Nonetheless, this is the colorless Lugia. Oh my God, I forgot about the Squawk and Seas as well. Okay, all right. Thankfully, though, nothing too crazy there for the discard. Bravery Charm. Bro, I'm telling you, us just being able to path turn 1 is so much better because they wouldn't have been able to do barely any of that. Nonetheless, we are going to path them now. And we do have 2 VIP Pass, so that's good at least. Let's get a Bidoof down. Let's get a Skwovet. That's cool. I am going to get another Noibat. And I'm tempted to get Spiritomb because if they bounce path, they also might play Lumineon. And this will actually prevent Lumineon from doing anything, I think. So I think Spiritomb is actually the correct move here. I am going to go for an Energy Search. Get energy on. I honestly think it's probably best for me to get it onto the bench Pokemon because of the fact that this Noibat is likely going down next turn. And then from here, I am going to research, or do I hold? I think we've done everything we can, right? I don't think we need to do anything else. We have path in hand. I mean, I think we actually hold here. So let's just pass. Let's see what our opponents got in the locker. Did they find a way to count? They did find a way to counter path. That's unless it goes as well. If they get an Arceus going in the discard, if they get 2 Archeops, sorry, in the discard pile here, that would be huge for them. But that said, if they don't and we get Noibat going, they cannot. Just simply cannot get Archeops out and the deck is dead. So that's the goal. We just need that luck on our side. Jet energy to the active and a pass. Oh my God, we have a chance here. Okay, it's a... Oh, the energy. Oh my God. Oh my God, what a beauty. I'm going to mess it Gozer first. Don't get excited, Sean. We still got a few things we need to do. We need to get 2 Noiverns out. Okay, no, that's a Yikers. Nonetheless, we are going to path them and we research. Come on. Oh my God, that is terrible. What? Bro, we didn't even get a Noivern. Huh? Ultra Ball? Huh? Rumba. Wow. I'm gonna Nest Dash, bro, out of rage. Okay? I'm going for the... I don't know what to do here. Wow, that was our chance. If they bounce path here, it's a wrap, bro. I'm telling you, we're in trouble. Please don't, man. Come on. I don't have a jet energy. They can attack, but is that it? Please tell me that's it. A boss. Oh, no, they're going to boss my Noibat. No! Come on! This is outrageous. An Archeops. Oh, my God. Guys, it's done. It's a wrap, bro. I don't know what to say. Actually, let's slow down. It's not the end, okay? It's not the end. It's not the end. You can judge them. Path is still available. That said, they've only got 1 card in hand anyway, so it's judged really good. Okay. It's a dicey start. We haven't had the cards we need when we need them, and it's not even that hard to get. It's just unfortunate. Let's judge and see if we can somehow salvage this. All we need to do is get the Noibat going before they use their V-Star power. That's all we need. That's it. Okay, so end turn here. I dare you to have another boss. I dare you. There's a gift energy. Okay. There's a lost vacuum. They can get another Archeops out, but are they going to get the 1? That's the question I want to ask here. Is they can do that, but we gust it maybe to get into the active. Oh, we can't KO it though because we're 10 damage off. There's the Archeops. That's game. Bye-bye. That was so close to being beautiful. Now, you might be wondering why I left that Lugia game in there. It was because we were so goddamn close to doing exactly what this wanted to do and just locked them. And unfortunately, it didn't go our way because we just weren't getting the cards we needed at the right time. So that's why I included that Lugia game there, because it was just kind of funny, right? It's kind of funny of like, wow, we were so close. Technically the Pokemon version of edging. if you know, you know. Anyway, nonetheless, we're able to beat Lost Box. relatively comfortably. I was just stressing about the potential Giratina V-Star coming out because that was one thing that could really cause problems for us. So I was like, okay, I need to be ready for that and make sure I can draw some cards. So that's why we had the likes of like Skwovet and Bibarels coming down. Instead of me just covert flighting the whole way through, I was like, yeah, we've got to be careful. Nonetheless, I still think that was fine. Very comfortable win for us. And that Lycanroc match, how close was that? My God, we are not designed for that because it is Rogue, right? We don't want to play Lycanroc, bro. We ain't seen Lycanroc anywhere. And then one time, in fact, that's the first time I ever played it, and it came today. So yeah, I think honestly, I think I played around that quite well. I think all things considered, I did what I could, and it was just the prizes at that point, you know, literally one card away, that being the boss. They had one card left in hand. You know, I got a fresh Noivern out at the right time. I think I did everything correctly there. It was just literally, that was honestly, that was the one game I could say I played a long time that went, that was just luck. I'm confident in saying that. Nonetheless, a very, very cool video. I don't think I really got to show off the real power of this Noivern. I would love to be able to, you know, shut that Lugia down, you know, have a Gardevoir matchup where I was able to just destroy it in the way that it's intended to, but we just didn't have those matches today. And unfortunately, I don't have the time to search for them. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I wasn't able to really show off its power, but it's far better than this video is suggesting. That's what I would say for sure. So definitely don't ignore it. Nonetheless, we'll leave it there. Did you like it? Enjoy? Please do subscribe for more. Most importantly though, do take care of yourself. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.